Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 136 of our Your Next Level Mastermind. And our topic for today is how can we create more value in our business relationships? How can we create more value in our business relationships? But before we do that, these people who have joined me here today, out of the goodness of their heart, they're going to share with you a little bit about them, but more importantly, they're going to share with you their thoughts about that particular topic, because it's a topic that will impact everybody who's in business. You need to know how to give value to your business relationships, otherwise you won't have a business. So these people are going to share with you what their thoughts are on that very important issue. And all I ask you in return to do is this: help yourself. Help yourself to access these people. Their links will be underneath the video, and they'll have links where you can connect with them directly and book a time to go and talk with them. You don't know who they know, and you don't know what they know. So rather than you trying to guess what they know, book a time and find out. That's what I'm suggesting you do very, very strongly. Okay? These people are good at what they do. They're generous with their time, but they're busy. They are busy. So do me a favor. If you're going to book a time with them, make sure you show up. It's your responsibility to show up, because these people don't have time to waste, but they do have time to give. They are people who are generous if you're prepared to get off your butt and just book a time with them. That's all I'm asking you to do. And it's from the bottom of my heart to everyone who's watching this, okay? Check it out, the recording, and check out every single one of these people, because it's worth it. It's really worth it. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to get them to introduce themselves. And because Pat Dry, you were the first one here today because you beat John Allen for the first time in history, right? So, Pat, I want you to start, and we'll follow you by Monica.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm Pat Dreyer from Phoenix, Arizona in the United States, and I use the leverage of network marketing and my daily choice as the vehicle to build my own business. Now, I don't know of many opportunities where you can get in for free, you can get trained for free, and you can receive all the necessary tools to make a six-figure income in your first year. So what do? I show people how to make money. There's just 3 simple steps. It's just a lot of people doing a little bit. That's it. And once you learn these skills, you'll never have to work for someone else ever again. Now, network marketing is not really about the money. It's about what you can do with it. It's about attaining the freedom, helping others do the same. And I'm looking for a partner. And if you're interested, I'll show you how to do all these simple little steps. Thank you, Peter. Monica, you're next.
When she puts the cat down. Thank you very much, Pat. Thank you very much indeed. Monica, over to you, followed by John Allen.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thank you, Peter, for being so perseverant, so consistent, and doing so much, bringing so much value to your audience. My name is Monica Periade, and I help primarily women that wants to grow out of certain toxic workspaces, that wants to enhance their career, also create better, more meaningful relationships, and also that wants to feel seen in the workspace, get that promotion, and so on. I'm based in Romania, and this week I actually look for anyone who has a podcast with the audience of professional women in IT, divorced women that wants to, that are interested in personal growth and coming out of a toxic relationship. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Monica. Love your enthusiasm. Always love it. John Allen, followed by Ashwin Nui. Nice to see you, Ashwin. But John, over to you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are in this beautiful world of ours. I'm John D. Allen of Allen Small Business Coaching. I work with business coaches, teaching them how to reduce their LOR, their loss of revenue, by up to 48% when they're sponsoring people. Most people have lots of leads, or, they got enough leads, maybe not lots, but they only get a small percentage, say 2 out of 20, 4 out of 20. They're leaving 16 or more on the table. That's a lot of revenue. What I do is show them how, using comfortable conversations, that they can get up to 48% more of those people. What would happen if you only got 8 of those 16 people, 7 or 8 of them? That would do a dramatic increase for your business, and it wouldn't cost you an extra dime for marketing or advertising or even your coaching. So reach out, give me a call. My contact information's in there. John Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching.
Thank you, John. It's a very simple way to double your income without any extra effort. Just do a better job of the ones you already got. Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
That's good.
Ashwin Nui, followed by Joy Healy.
Hello, everybody. Hello, John, Peter, Monica, and all the attendees. This is Afshin Nui from Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada. The single most biggest sin in marketing is what, guys? It's being boring. When you become boring, people don't listen to you. They don't buy from you. So we take your business from being boring, if it is, to being outrageous and dynamic to attract more clients. Thank you. Afshin Nui.
I love that word. You actually get them to become outrageous.
That's right.
Wow. I'm going to get back to you with that, Ashwin. I want to get some examples from you. Wow. Okay.
Sure.
That's better than memorable. I mean, outrageous. It's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sounds like a granddaughter I've got. Okay. Joy Healy, followed by Alan Edwards.
Hello, I'm Joy Healy from Norwich in the United Kingdom, and I tell anyone who will listen about the outright lies that newcomers face when they first come online, particularly falling for the myth about push button wealth. And just to give people a bit of a taster, I've got a $7 training that lets them find out, test the water, and see if online business is something for them. You can learn more about the ways I help people at the link which is in the chat. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, Joy. Thank you very much indeed. And no need to apologise for your arrival because your dad's estate's very important. I understand all that.
So yeah. Just been waiting 2 years.
Yeah, I saw your message in the chat, so that's fine.
Thank you.
Alan Edwards, followed by Janet Basili.
Hi, Peter. Hi, everybody. I'm Alan from Hampshire in the UK, and my business is property investment and development, and we transform the value of property. We help property owners to optimize the value of their properties, and we help property investors to attain the maximum return on investment. So that's in a nutshell what I do in property. I'll just mention, because I've got another website, as I've mentioned before here, Businesses to Start on a Shoestring. We're now up to 2,500 subscribers for this one. And Joy and Monica are already on there. And the invitation is open to anyone in the group to put a video of themselves and an article for the website of the same name. And I'll post it to enable you to publicize your own businesses. Thanks very much, Peter. Cheers.
Oh, Alan, I feel so guilty.
It's okay. It's no problem, Peter. I know you're busy.
I haven't done it yet. I've been promising it for nearly a month.
It's whenever you're ready. It's no problem.
Okay. Sorry. I'm there. I'll be there. Janet Pacelli, followed by Alpha Freeman.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Janet Pacelli from cold St. Augustine, Florida. We're in the 40s this morning. Got the heat turned on. Anyway, I thought I'd get you all going with that one. I see some coats on, so it's cold everywhere, right? So I'm Janet Pacelli. I'm a network marketer for a fabulous company that offers wearable neurotech. What is wearable neurotech? It is a little patch with a special pattern in it that offers drug-free wellness. I'm wearing 4 patches right now: pain, cognitive, sleep, peace patch. I'm doing a peace and sleep patch study right now. And ask Anthony, but I think I've been a little nicer and calmer these past couple of weeks, right? So who do you know who can use some extra stress relief, just help your brain sort out all the millions of things going through your mind with the holidays? Holidays add an extra layer of anxiety and stress for some. So I'm looking for anyone who you know who may need extra help for chronic pain relief. Maybe they don't want to use what they're currently using, or it's not helping. We did a pain patch study, and our products have shown significant pain relief within the first 2 weeks of wearing them. So reach out to me today. I'd love to chat and see if our patches can help you.
Thank you, Janet. And I'm sorry, Anthony, I didn't see the message until it was too late. My apologies. My apologies. Okay. Alpha Freeman, followed by, who we got next? Oh, Anthony. You can go after that. Alpha, followed by Anthony.
Thank you, Peter. Hi, everyone. My name is Alpha Freeman, and I'm a dynamic individual for the Firm's brand and the Next Generation Business Talk. I seamlessly navigate the entrepreneurship and individual and innovative strategic thinking mindset. In an ever-evolving landscape of business, I'm on a mission to connect with the like-minded individuals who share a vision for growth and beyond the microscope. I'm building a powerful marketing network that fosters collaboration with driving new heights in today's business day and age. Currently, as we speak, I'm on a mission in which I am collecting laptops and computers for a new school that's being built in sub-Saharan Africa. I will have all my information and drop down below. Apart from Next Generation Business Talk, I'm doing currently a podcast advertising that school as we speak also. So if you have any information, anything you'd like to talk to me about, I'll have my information about it and we can talk further about that. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Looking forward to seeing you on the 15th. I think that's right. Yeah, be good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Anthony Pacelli, followed by Jeff Beal.
Well, okay, I don't know what to do. I'm so used to going last.
I know. I'm just changing the order around.
Okay. Well, oh boy, I tell you, what is it? It's about 25 days until Christmas. Unbelievable. And I just want to share that joy every single day. So it's my goal is to make Christmas all year round. How about a visit with Santa all year round? So who do you know that would love a visit from me? I'm coordinating visits all year round via Zoom. 15, 20-minute sessions with Santa, private visits in the comfort of your own home. So who do you know that has a youngster, a niece, a nephew, or a grandchild that could use a mid-year check-in, a birthday greeting, or just a special message from Santa? And not just for kids. I work with little kids. I work with the big kids too. So if you've got someone there at work that's doing a really good job for the month, I would love to help celebrate that with them. Another thing that I like to do, I love to help people get together. So do you have that someone special that you want to spend the rest of your life with? Well, let me help. I'd love to make that special moment even more special. Well, I'm going to put all my contact information in the chat. So if you want to find out more, just look me up, and I'd be more than happy to talk with you.
Thank you very much, Santa Claus. Very much indeed. How many days till Christmas?
You're
I
muted,
muted
Santa.
myself. Sorry. I believe it's 25. It's under 30 days, I believe. Yeah, I was just looking the other day. It was 27 days. Maybe it's 26.
27.
Is it 27?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
off.
Yeah, Santa's help got you there.
We are.
Santa's help. Thank you, Patrick. You're my number one helper.
You're going to be early.
Surprise!
Thank you, Anthony, very much. Jeff Veal, followed by Patrick Kern.
Yeah, nice to see you all here, guys. You're all rugged up. I'm laughing. It's about 40 plus here. I'm at the other end of the spectrum. I've got 2 fans on and the air conditioner, but it doesn't snow very often in the Philippines. So, guys, my name is Jeff Veal. I'm the business guru, and I come from downtown Manila in the Philippines, and I've been doing marketing for just 50 years. That's 50 years. And I've decided I'm going to go, my lucky number's 4, so it's 2024. I'm going to go 1 more year. So you've got 1 more chance to get me. And I've got a special offer for anyone out there. You can either pay my normal low monthly fee, which is incredibly low for the value I offer, and it comes with a money-back guarantee, or I'll work for free. So if you want to know how I'm going to work for free, what it is, guys, I'll take a percentage of the extra money I make you month on month. We'll look at last January. If you made 10,000 last January, and this year I make you 15,000, which I will, then you'll pay me a percentage. And based on your turnover, it'll be anything from 3% to 5%. So if you're interested in having the guru work for you for free, feel free to reach out to me. But I'm telling you now, you'll be sorry later because no changing your mind. You can get me for 1 low fee for a 12-month contract, or you can go month by month paying me a fee. Thanks very much, guys.
Wow, Jeffrey, I'm very pleased to hear that. That is very creative way of building a business. It's called equity sharing. Very, very clever. Very clever indeed. So for those people who are watching this, you better make sure you reach out and talk to Jeff as well, because that's a way to really grow your business. All right. Thank you very much, matey. Patrick Kern. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone here. My name is Patrick Kern. Well, you guys all talking about these 40 degrees. I wish I had 40 degrees here. Hell, it's 27 degrees here in Bellingham. So it's chilly, but I go out like this with my short sleeve shirt and feel great. Even sometimes I walk out barefooted. It feels great. Love the cold, love the heat. Anyway, I'm a affiliate marketer, and I just switched companies. I'm no longer part of My Daily Choice. I'm going with this other company called Toronto, but still, I got to buy some products from My Daily Choice. I like some of their stuff, and I like Toronto's stuff is better. So if you want to know more of what I like to do, just message me. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Patrick. And I was smiling when, Janet, you said it's 40 degrees. Is that right? Where you are, and it's cool? Because on my
40,
screen, right on top
40
of
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, well, on top of you on my screen, there's John Allen. He had a big smile on his face. What is it where you are, John?
I think right now we're at a balmy minus 20 Celsius, so it's about 0 Fahrenheit. So you guys all got a
That's
heat
invigorating.
wave.
It's invigorating. Gets the blood going.
Yes,
it does. Too.
Yeah, you're right.
I couldn't resist asking that question.
I have to show you. I think I was correct. It is 25 days, 15 hours, 30 minutes, and 17 seconds until Christmas.
Well, there we go. Santa's not going to be late. He's got his alarm clock ready. Well done.
I've got my alarm clock going.
he's got his Santa app.
Well done. Well done.
Santa, on the highway coming up here, there's a sign that says halfway to the North Pole.
Oh, you're at that location. Yes, we fly over that every year. And it always seems to go very, very fast at that point on the way home.
There you go.
Okay, before we get to the topic, by the way, Jeffrey, it's 36 here, and it's 8:30 p.m. in the evening.
Yeah, 40 here. So beat you by 4.
Wow. Okay. Thank God for air conditioning.
Absolutely.
Apologies this week we've got from Penny Kennedy, I think is in Mexico, I think, having a lovely time, okay? Penny Kennedy, George Nagel, Bonnie Hewitt, Carol Davies, They're all people who regularly support us, but they're either on holidays or they're not feeling very well. They've all reached out and asked me. Okay? Mark Engstar, who often is here in the middle of the darn night for him, but he can't make it today. Fred Gillen, Brenda Sheldrake asked me to put an apology in. Yvonne Jones, who's in Jamaica right now, and Maggie Kelly said she'll be here next week, but she got an appointment at this time this week. So they're the apologies we've got for this time. Our topic, how do we create more value in our business relationships, right? So I'm going to leave it over to you to discuss this. And what I'd like you to do is to raise your hand, go down to the reactions button, go to the more area. I think you'll find a reactions tab, and then you can raise your hand and I'll take you in the order that you've raised your hand. All right. So once again, the topic is how can we create more value in our business relationships? And for those people who are watching the recording, be aware that this channel that I put it on is now, I think I've now got 2,000 subscribers. I mean, 6 months ago, I only had about 600 or something. So it's starting to grow, okay? And also the number of views that I'm getting. I mean, we're averaging 500 and 600 and nearly 1,000 views now on videos. So for those people who are here, hopefully there's more visibility for you. And for those people who are watching on the replay, please make sure if you're one of the viewers, don't just view and reach out and but also leave a comment so we know you've been there. Okay, I'd like you to do that as well. All right, without any further ado, we start with you, John, your first one. How can we create more value in our business relationships?
As far as I'm concerned, is be honest, open, and transparent with the people that you're dealing with, because it's the transparency and the openness that gets people to open up to you. And you want to be dealing with people like yourself, honest, and, people that want to do something. You're never going to know until you ask them questions. People love to talk about themselves. So when you ask questions and get them to talk about themselves, what they do and what they want, that's how you're going to build up a lot of better relationships. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, John. In terms of relationships, can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
What's more important, building friendships or building relationships when it comes to
building
business?
a relationship? Trust is the new commodity. Good. Friendship and all that comes after. But Good. Build up trust with the person, then you can build a friendship.
Thanks. Well answered. Well answered. Okay. Who was next? Did I have Joy? Oh, no, you've moved around a bit. Joy, I thought you were before Patrick.
No, it was Joy.
It went off for some
Yeah, Joy was first.
It went off for some reason. Thank you. Thanks.
Well,
everything that John said, and also an honest sounding board sometimes is needed for plans of what we're going to do. And I thank Jeff for his time earlier in the week. That was great. On a practical level, we can perhaps help promote each other. So, for instance, if we have Facebook groups, contribute in each other's groups. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Joy, very much. And don't forget the other thing we spoke about, and that is to actually pick out 2 or 3 people and work together to build introductions for the other 2 people. Remember, that was last week's video that wasn't recorded, unfortunately, but I'm going to do that again in the new year because it's too important a topic. So, but conceptually it works, and that is for each of you here, I'm not talking now, for those people who are watching the recording, if you want to join in, join the group by all means, and you can join in. There's no doubt about that. But for those who are here, why don't you form some relationships with others who are here in terms of them promoting you to their client base in a way that builds up a potential introduction. And then Ashvin gets on a call with Monica, okay, and introduces Patrick Kern, for example, and all you do, Ashwin, is get them on the call together, you introduce them to each other, and you leave them to talk to each other.
Right.
Rather than just send out a referral, because the referral doesn't really work as well as it used to. That's what I'm getting at now.
That's true.
All right, Patrick Dryer, Pat Dryer.
Yes, sir. Obviously, John's covered it. Joy's covered it. But I think when you find out what people want, you just show them how to get it. But unfortunately, most people have no idea what they want. So you really just have to really kind of work with them where they're at. And so what I always say is just love them where they're at, and always leave people better off than you find them. And if you can do that, you're going to help them, you're going to help yourself, and the relationships are going to grow like you never believed they could. But always be giving. Gifts are good, like I've said in the past. If you want to build relationships with people and the trust that goes along with it, share content, share books, share all kinds of things that you have that are easy to give away and of value to people, to everybody. And if we can do that, and like I say, just leave people better off than you found them, your relationships are going to grow like crazy.
Good. I'm going to give you all, before I get to you, thanks, Pat, before I get to you, Ashwin, just Jeff Beal, I gave this to you today, so you don't need to do this. But there is a site that you can use that actually takes text content and creates a video for you for free. And I'll put it into the chat, and in your own time, have a look at it. It's free, all right? And I just put, I create a whole lot of documents and PDFs and goodness knows what, and it's pretty boring stuff. So I decided, I'll blow this for Jack. I took the Word document version and just threw it into this thing, and I created the video in about 3 minutes, okay? And then you can adjust it and edit it and do what you like with the damn thing. So anyway, I'll put that in the screen. Jan, I'm feeling all day. Yes, certainly, Janet. Okay, please take care. All right. So, Ashwin, over to you. And I'll put this in the chat while you're talking.
All right. Thank you very much, Peter. Well, the question is how we create value for our clients. But before doing that, we have to find out who our clients are and what keeps them awake at night. You have to find that out. You have to find out, for instance, if the person wants to retire, why does he want to retire? Or like you said, if somebody is looking for a screw, goes to a Home Depot shop, what's the reason? It's not just putting a hole on the wall. Is they want to hang their daughter's graduation picture on the wall. That's in my case, for instance. So you have to find out behind the motives of what people want and discover, like John says, sometimes it's hard to find out because they don't know what they want. But your job is to find out what really it is that what they want and provide that value to them in an honest way, like other people have said. So you got to find your who you're targeting, so to speak, and what keeps them awake at night, ask them many questions and provide that answer to them. That's it.
So when you say, well done, by the way, and when you say ask them many questions, can you give me an example of a question you would ask so that
like
people
for instance,
can learn from you?
The questions are, I have a bunch of questions. I can share it later with everybody. But basically, you ask them, what would this do to you? If you want to hang, you're looking for a drill bit, for instance, why do you need it? Oh, I want to put a hole on the wall. Why do you want to put the hole on the wall? Oh, I want to hang a picture. Whose picture do you want to put on the wall? Oh, my daughter just graduated from university. I want to hang it on the wall. So you said the value of it is something else and other different than just buying a drill bit, for instance.
Right. And it's much more valuable than just drilling a hole in the wall too, right?
That's right. So it gives you more things to work with in order to serve the person better, for instance. If you know that's the case, then you can provide more value and do, so to speak, upsells to him later on about what he wants to do. There are many examples, for instance. So, yeah.
I was thinking the other way around, Ashwin. if you were selling a drill bit and you had a conversation like that, right?
Right.
And you got to the point where it was the daughter's graduation photograph you're putting on there, you're giving those people a pretty memorable experience in order to buy a drill, right?
Yes.
Really, it's quite a memorable experience that they'd normally just be trading on price, right? But you had a real story with them. So
exactly.
So the chances of them coming back to you are pretty darn high.
And that's a good point you brought up. When you commoditize everything to price, people, even if they're a rich person, they want to buy cheaper, like pay less for the same material. But once you add these other values, so to speak, to the equation, the price goes away, so to speak. You know, you can even charge higher prices for what you're selling, actually.
Yeah. And that's why you're outrageous, Ashwin, right?
Yes.
I had to squeeze
That's another topic, how to be outrageous.
I was waiting to squeeze that back in for you.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwin. Well done. Monica, what about you? How can we create more value in our business relationships? What do you think?
If we talk about clients, but anyway, great share from Afshin. I want to say that. And it was Pat that said about find out what they want. And great opening from John and Joy and everyone else. But there are two types of values, I guess, when it comes to services. And it's the type that find out what people want and sell that to them, or find out what you are passionate about and share that with others. So basically, first of all, understand what is your why, because if we are here and talking about the why, what is your why for providing what you are providing? And then understand why is this important and to whom it's important. And then be authentic, transparent, and just focus on delivering. So I think the rest will come by itself. Just be authentic, just share the best, bring value, focus on, live like Pat said, leave that person a little bit better than it was before they had a conversation with you before. And don't try to sell like Peter said to us so many times, but like John also taught me so many times, don't try to sell, just be yourself, be there, and be there for others. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. And be present with them so they know.
And one more thing before I close. I just saw this one and I wanna share this because it's so touching my heart. It's very simple words. I read it somewhere. Never give up. Great things takes time.
Yes. Well done. Well said.
Yeah.
That is true.
So no matter where you are and what you want to share or what you want to do or how you want to grow and how you want to feel, never give up on what you believe you are, on what you believe you can convey, and what you believe you can transmit, transpire out there, and keep going. My name is Monica Ferriere. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Just for interest, I have a son in Australia who was an Olympian. He was an Olympian 400-meter hurdler. And he had in both shoes, his running shoes, this saying, and it was simply this: determination will win in the end. And he wore that in both shoes everywhere he ran, okay? Determination will win in the end. And then he got it on a sign and put it in his bedroom. Determination will win in the end. And that was his mantra.
Wow.
That was his mantra. He was totally committed to being determined enough to get what he wanted in life. So that's what you were talking about, Monica. That's how we approached it. So
never give up. Great things takes time.
Correct. That's right. And you need determination to do it and commitment. Alan, over to you.
Okay. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, I appreciate all the comments that have been made before now. And what I'd like to add is just about listening to customers and clients to hear exactly what they're wanting, and also see things from their point of view, because sometimes you're looking at it from a different point of view to what they're looking at it from. And I found that sometimes you need to explain things very clearly about the process, why you're suggesting certain things, and ensure that they come along with you on the journey as regards why a particular recommendation is a good way to proceed. And sometimes it's not easy to find the right way first time. So on a recent problem project, I helped some guys sort out. The job was in a bit of a mess and very constrained for budget. And so we looked at quite a few different exits before we found the right exit. And it wasn't an exit any of us thought of, first of all, but by a process of elimination, of finding out evaluation of certain options, and then considering what would be the best course of action, we found an exit for them from this problem, which suited them very well. So I got a good recommendation out of that. So I suppose what I'm saying is it's listening, and it's also considering all the options, and don't be fixated on one option being the right solution, because it may not be the right solution in all circumstances. That's all I'd like to add.
Alan, that is brilliant. That is very, very true. And not enough people consider, and you use the word exit, right? An exit strategy, for example, right? Not enough people give that enough consideration.
Yes.
So for those who are watching this, hear what Alan just said, okay? Because you may be deciding to want to start into a new business. Have you worked out what it's all about in terms of exiting where you are right now? And do you have enough funding to be able to put in place to get yourself going in a new environment, in a new business?
Yes.
So it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly right. And I'll give you another analogy. I know some recently who've gone into a hotel project. They bought a hotel on bridging finance, which is the last thing I would ever do, because they haven't got an exit. And they don't know how long this bridging finance is going to go on. And bridging finance is notoriously expensive. And, once you exceed the limits on the bridging agreement, you start to incur penalties. So, you just need good advice from people who are specialists in the particular area, particularly when you were just suggesting about other business. You need the right sort of expertise to advise you.
Well done. Thank you very much, Alan. Very much indeed. Some very good points there. Okay. Santa Claus, what about you, my man? I'm not keeping to last today.
Well, everybody's really nailed the topic pretty well. But I really relate to what Monica said. Authenticity and genuineness helps in the development of that relationship that you are that you have. And I relate it to my dealings with the one-on-ones that I have with adults and children who come to visit with Santa when I go to my different venues. And I reach out and I try to, relate to them. I ask the kids, tell me about school. How was school? And who was your favorite teacher? What is it that you really, you like math? Oh, all the smart kids like math, build them up, give them a little, and help them to walk away better than when they, my goal is to help them feel better when after they've left meeting with me. And, and I help the parents feel good too when I tell the kids, practice your listening skills extra hard, especially between now and Christmas, and it gives them a little bit of a goal to achieve. And it helps the parents know that Santa really cares, and here's something that maybe it'll help my life a little bit better. But it's the listening, and it's being authentic, and it's making everyone feel better than like we've heard, make them feel better than when they left or when they arrived, and being truly authentic about it. and that you really truly care. And I try to share that with the kids and the people that I meet with, that I truly care, and that can touch people in a different way.
True, very true. And in fact, when you said the words that can touch people, that's powerful, Anthony, right? Because
I try to,
emotionally
and
touching
reaching out.
somebody is an extremely sensitive and powerful thing to do. If you can, because you're touching their heart, right? That's what I'm asking.
Yes, exactly. If you can touch someone's heart, they will change, and they will sometimes, hopefully, change for the better and help improve themselves and move along it in a more positive manner.
But that's also giving great value. That's the whole point of it, right? In a relationship.
Absolutely. What it's all about. Yes, absolutely.
Well done. Thank you so much. Janet, you have your hand raised.
Yes. Hello.
You want to leave the room?
No. Bye. See y'all later. Everyone has really great perspectives, ideas. For me, what it comes down to is finding your own superpower. So what works, how you relate to, everybody relates to everyone differently. So for some, they want the information. For me, that's a turnoff if someone approaches me and starts, telling me everything that something can do and whatever. And I'm not here to criticize anyone's methods, but you have to find your own. And I feel like what works for you is kind of how you're going to approach your prospects and know what you want from them. So you give them that. So for me, I'm kind of with Ashvin. I like the fun. I come out with the fun stuff. And then I kind of know if someone's serious if they start asking me real questions. So I do the fun stuff first, and people may perceive me as, she's just, out to have fun, which I am. That's my superpower. And it helps us all relax when we just have fun. So really, it's just about, I worked with a marketer once, and I don't want to catch her coin phrase, but it's more like finding your superpower within. And when you just find that and go with that, you let go of the outcome, and you don't care if you're being silly and you may lose this prospect. I just find that it's worked so well for me because I just relax. It's kind of like I don't care attitude, because personally, I don't want them if they don't want me. So I don't try to convince anyone. I let go of that a long time ago, and it's worked really very well. And we all want it, and sometimes the seriousness of it gets really, really heavy. And so personally, I have found I just have to let go and find the joy, and it'll find you. Anyway, thank you.
That's very clever, Janet. I love the idea of following outrageous Ashvin. I think that's really good. Okay, having a bit of fun, make people smile, for goodness sake. Patrick, you're good at that as well. Okay.
And by the way, I've been quoting what Ashvin said. I've been telling a lot of people, hey, I'm in this marketing group, and we can't be boring, because you're right.
We can be. Yeah.
Can't be boring.
And if you're not sure how good you are, why don't you record yourself next time, then play it back, and you think, oh my God, how could I put up with that rubbish, right?
That's after you wake up.
Well, Janet, the great part about this is that it's not a job. So we get to pick who we play with, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's all about, yeah.
Yeah, so true.
Interesting, that was interesting words. Pick who you play with, right? Pick who you play with. So it's got an element of fun in there as well. Pick who you play with. Interesting.
Exactly.
A lot of nuggets in here. A lot of nuggets in this group.
Wow. Jeffrey Beale, what about you, my man? How can you create more value?
I've got a few for you guys. I want to tell you firstly, guys, if I had a chicken shop and you walked into my chicken shop, I'm going to sell you a chicken, because I've got the best chickens in the country, right? So I'm more of a, for want of a better word, a pushy salesman, because I figure if you walked into my shop, you're looking for a chicken. You're not looking for a bag of rice or whatever. You're looking for a chicken. It's my job. I'll feel bad if I don't sell you a chicken, because I've got darn good chickens. But anyway, on with what I believe that the subject here is. Educate and share your knowledge, share your expertise and industry insights. In other words, if you see something like Peter's just done, he's just shared a valuable resource with us. I do that all the time with some of you guys, right? So if I come across something, it may not suit me, but I think it might suit you, I'll send it on to you. It costs you a few seconds of your time. Next, network and connect. Introduce people to your business partners and other contacts that could be beneficial to them. Make it, as Peter suggested, making new connections, it can be extremely valuable. You don't know who's around the corner from that. Go above and beyond. Occasionally go beyond what's expected and leave an impression, right? I worked with a motor mechanic a few years ago, and I doubled his turnover in 12 months. And one of the things we did, I told him to overquote. He was very good, and he had a good name and a good reputation. So what we'd do is someone came in, he'd quote them 1,100 on a job that he knew he's going to be able to do for 600 or 700. So when you come to pick your car up, imagine that the bill is only 750, and he tells you, oh, I didn't need to buy that new part. I was able to recondition the one you already had. Well, you're going to come back again because you're thinking to yourself, I've saved $400 or $500, and what an honest man he is. And funny enough, he was called Genuine Mechanic. We renamed his shop and everything. So that was the whole thing about him. So that was a good one for us. Show appreciation. Regularly express your gratitude for their business. I mean, these people have got a choice, remember? So, and one of the things I do quite regularly with my clients is keep in touch. I mean, I don't say, hey, we'll speak again in a month's time. I might reach out to them in 4 or 5 days after I spoke to them the first time because I've thought of something else I can help them with, right? So show your appreciation and show your care, right? And the last one, remember, creating more value in your business relationships is not a one-time effort. It's an ongoing process. It requires your attention, your dedication, and a genuine desire to see them succeed. If they win, you win. That's all from me, guys. Thanks very much.
Well said, Jeff. Well said indeed. Win-win.
But what if I came in looking for pork chops?
Well, I'd say, Santa, you should know better. And you've got one of the reindeers. Bring in one of the reindeers from outside, and we'll cook him for you.
But Santa, that shows you weren't paying attention if you go into a chicken shop looking for pork chops.
And he'll sell you a chicken.
Yeah, that's right. You'll convince me I want a chicken. Yeah.
A free taste test.
No, you'll just wrap it up until it's a pork anyway.
Put some pork on your fork.
Put some pork on your fork. Okay.
Wrap up a chicken. Say, here's your pork chop. Thank you. See you later.
And Santa, he'd tell you chickens and pork's the other white meat, right? So you need chicken to get your white meat. So you got it made.
That's right.
Get your white meat.
Just because it looks like a chicken doesn't mean it's not pork. That's true. That's true. Alpha,
that's true.
Come on. What about you, my man? How can we create more value in our business relationships? What do you think?
I think for the most part, it's very important to, speak more about the customer, understand their needs and their wants. But most importantly, it's like you want to fall in love with their problem, not their solution. It's just like understanding and listening. I think everyone has said some really key components. I'm basically just summarizing what Pat said, Peter said, Jeff said, Monica. At the end of the day, it's very important to listen. Most importantly, very important to also make things a bit more fun, because we're all human beings and people want to be realistic in regards to who they're talking to. But most importantly, they also want to relate to you, because at the end of the day, we also learn it from other people. So whatever ideas that we do have to share, whatever skill set we get over the course of the time period, we're just sharing that as a mutual understanding in the business world. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Alpha. I was just waving goodbye to Joyce. She has to leave. That's all.
Okay. I thought you had a question or something. Sorry. But yeah, but for the most part, honestly, in today's day and age, with the technology just booming, and things are going quite crazy and rampant. You just don't forget to be a human being. Like Pat said, leave people better than they were before. And I think that human relationship is also a key component that needs to stick within us, because you can be a salesperson if you want to sell something to someone. Obviously, at the end of the day, the goal result is to get that profit margin. But also, it's very important to understand that you're a human being. You talk to someone how you care about them, they're going to come back. And just having that genuine understanding of the business relationship rather than the transaction relationship is going to make you go farther. both in the short term and long term wise. That's just my summarization of everything.
That's interesting, Alpha. Thank you very much. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Of all the things that you would call improving value in a business relationship, which one would you put at the top? What's the most important one of all?
In what sense? In what sense, Peter?
I'm talking about which is the most valuable thing you do to add value to a relationship. Well, I mean, there's many things you can do, but which one have you found to be the most effective? Not on its own, but just one example, so the people watching can hear a specific example of what you've done to add value. Just one example.
Just for example, one thing in particular, as a trainer in the sports industry, I tend to, go far and beyond in regards to just training my kids when I'm training them on a day-to-day basis. Rather than just being the typical trainer who comes in there and just yells and just tell them what to do and things of that nature. I stay in touch with them. After training, before training, come 15 minutes in advance. You want to get a little touches in. But most importantly, people love to have that one-way interaction, make themselves feel important, and that value that you're giving them, making them feel more important, and leaving them better than they were before. And in business world, and also in sports world, it's the same thing. When the coach pulls you to the side and talks to you and gives you some information, that adds value to your style of play, adds value to your business or whatever you want. Because why? You have that interaction on a personal level. And I think going on a personal level and interacting with people and understanding their core needs and want actually makes them gain that confidence that's needed to actually propel their career in whatever they're doing.
Good. Well answered. Well answered indeed.
Thank you.
Okay. Patrick Kern, my man, it's your turn. How can we create more value in our business relationships?
Well, I'm going to go off topic here. Very much off topic. I appreciate everybody here, all the comments and all the advice that everybody's given here has been outstanding throughout the whole year of 2023. I like to say this will be my last time on these Zoom meetings throughout my life until I decide I want to come back. So I want to say thank you. You guys take care of yourself. Enjoy the new year. This will be my last Zoom meeting, Peter, and you've been outstanding. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. And I wish you every success in whatever you're doing, okay? I miss your smiley face. Oh, he's gone already. Okay. Anyone else want to contribute before we go?
Peter, I do.
Go, Jeffrey.
I do. I suggest either soon or in the new year, particularly in the new year, all right, each and everyone on here, when you do your introduction, I'm Mickey Mouse from blah, 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 finish it off with, and last week I spoke to A, and speak to someone here. There's 12 people here every time. So go around over a 12-week period, you can reach out to 12 people if you wanted to. But let us know who you spoke to that week. Like Joy and I had a good chat this week, and it was quite good for both of us. So what I'm suggesting, guys, is you do your introduction and tell us. If you didn't speak to someone, doesn't matter. But basically, we're trying to get you to do what Peter said, is to reach out and talk. You don't know who they know. Well, if that makes some sense. All right, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Jeffrey. Because what I want to introduce in the new year is a thing I call shout out. Okay, so you can give a shout out to somebody else in the group about whatever you found. Maybe you had a conversation with them, maybe you saw a post, they did something, or you talk with them, that's going to encourage people to interact with each other. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hopefully so.
So I'm going to put a segment into every session we have. This is time for shout outs. Okay, so that's what it'll be. You happy with that? Okay. Anything else before we go? Thank you, Jeff. Anything else before we go? If not, then I want to say thank you very much for your contribution as always. For those who are watching the replay, please book a time with these people. Don't just click a link, for goodness sake. Book a time with them, go and talk to them and find out what they're all about. and more important, let them find out what you're all about, because they could open doors of opportunity for you that you don't even know exist. So I cannot more strongly recommend that. And I mean, even outrageous Ashvin, right? Make sure you talk to him as well.
Right. Be outrageous.
Stay outrageous.
You're going to be stuck with
That's
that.
right. Yes.
So thank you, everybody. My best wishes to you all, and we'll see you next week. Okay, take care.
Peter, thank you for everything.
Bye,
thank you for
everybody.
putting this together.
Okay.
This is the greatest
Bye-bye.
thing.
Right.
And everyone, keep shining, everyone. Keep shining.
Be outrageous. Be outrageous.
Be outrageous.
Be outrageous and keep shining.
Have fun.
Shine outrageously.